Hi there, and welcome to the fourth episode of our Columbus Crew project. Yes, I think it's about time I gave some context because I don't think I actually said where they finished last season. There are two things to bear in mind here. We've got the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. We've got these two conferences, and then you've got the Supporter Shield, which is like the two conferences combined together in a league format, where they will give you the final standings of the teams as they, I know, if you were to look at it from a league point of view. Uh, Now, last season, Columbus Crew finished fifth in their conference, and then in the Supporter Shield League table, let me check this. They finished fifth, or yeah, they finished fifth as well, with teams like Toronto, New York FC, Chicago Fire, Atlanta United, all finishing ahead of them in the conference itself last season. Um, we were behind Toronto, New York FC. Toronto, New York FC, I think Atlanta, Chicago Fire. Where are you? Okay, Chicago Fire. So these are the clubs that finished ahead of us. This season, we've gotten off to a decent start. I mean, it's really hard for we aren't winning everything. Against Chicago Fire, we drew away from home. I think that was a decent result. At home, we managed to beat them. Against the New York City FC, we drew at home. We couldn't beat them. But this was a match that we dominated 53% of the possession, but still couldn't find a way past them. And Toronto FC, we have already beaten them at home. New York, we drew away to them. So New York City Football Club are a tough team, and it was a disappointing result for us. We couldn't beat them at home. But never mind. Uh, I've decided I'm going to try something radical for our next match. I'm going to create a tactic for Montreal Impact, specifically for Montreal Impact. I don't even haven't done any research. I just want to find out how the tactic plays like. Okay, I've used this 4-2-3-1. We've been training this 4-2-3-1 in preseason, and I've got some bad news for myself. We're still 6 days away, so things could change while I get ready for this match. Uelton is suspended. So, and Mohamed Abu is out for 2 to 4 weeks. I even had the option of putting him on the disabled list, which is depressing. And I've decided not to because I honestly don't know the impact of such things. I mean, I still have to pay his salary. It just means that I can take him off and bring on somebody in his stead. That's it. But you still end up paying his salary, so salary cap is still relevant here. So the only way you would be able to get around that is if you had a whole bunch of chaps, if you're able to keep below the salary cap with more players, and I don't see that being possible with my team. Now the challenge for us is, oh god, this is not my favorite screen. This is what I do with this screen. Yep. That's what I do with that screen. It's probably the feature I dislike the most in FM18. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, in a way, some people might say it's a great improvement because they want the immersion level. There's an argument for that. But why? I rather have, if I was going to get like 40 reports, why can't you just give me a spreadsheet or something simple like that? And then I can go through it, and then I can click whichever player I find needs more scouting, because I think that's a bit more efficient even in real life, even if I wanted to make the game harder for myself. But I don't see how adds value to my game. Alright, so here we go. I was thinking of playing the 4-2-4, but we don't have I'm not confident of the 4-2-4. So we have here a tactic we've been using, the 4-2-4. This is a bit out there in terms of aggression. So I might ask Will Trapp actually to be a deep line playmaker on defense, because I'm a bit concerned about our team. I mean, I have tried this tactic with other teams, but when it comes to our friends Columbus Crew, I'm not too sure if they can pull this off with the players that they have. However, we have to stay positive. Kamara has been having a nightmare of a season so far. He went on a goal scoring streak at the start and then just petered out. And then I've had one of my goalkeepers. In fact, I had to talk, basically like kick the ass of one of my keepers. Here I have a goalkeeper, two keepers, right? Zach Steffen and Brad Stuver. Stuver, yeah. So Zach Steffen has to stew in his own shit for a while because we started off the season with him between the sticks and we conceded quite a lot of goals. And he's the first choice keeper. So I immediately benched him and brought on the other keeper. And bang, we had so many clean sheets. Now he wants to play matches, and he actually wanted to start a discussion with me in the dynamics. So I basically told the captain to go and intervene on my behalf. And it worked. The captain has shut him up. And that's the way you handle such nuisances. Even if there's such a word, I don't know, because I am a bit tired and pissed off that we haven't been able to score a lot of games. Oh man, scoring a lot of games. What is wrong with me today? Alright. Okay, set opposition instructions. Yes, another feature that needs to be improved. Why can't I do this? This is annoying. But it's the beta. We live for such things, don't we? Yes, if you have signed up for the beta, this isn't one of the worst betas that we've had. I distinctly remember some betas in the past were totally unplayable. I mean, I would say totally unplayable, but very much so. Like this is considered pretty good. So let me go through my set pieces very quickly. They're pretty straightforward set pieces. Corner routine, defend left and right, and then my attack routine is basically this one, and then we've got the free kick routines, which are my attack routines are pretty straightforward. There's nothing too imaginative about my attack routines. They're all about the same thing. So okay, it's all set up, and we've got our players all set. Our position instructions are set. Let's go play some football against Montreal Impact. Here we go, Machado with the ball. Oh, Francis reads that well, gets it back to Mehram. Mehram with a chance to push it out to Kamara. The reason why we're playing with a 4-2-3-1 in today's game is because I've got two of my central midfielders out, which means that I have to put on the rather inexperienced Iglesias that you see him. He's only 19 years old, and his attributes aren't that fantastic. Here we go with this play. Hopefully can mouse over in time. So he's pretty average, 13 for tackling, and most of the other attributes are very, very... composure is only 5, concentration 7, bravery only 9. So I managed to fit him into my reserves. I mean, he is better than Swanson, and I have Swanson on the bench, but Swanson doesn't have the tackling, so I need somebody who can at least do some tackling. He's actually, and Iglesias is actually playing the segundo volante, so I don't even think he can play the role very well. But then everything is relative to the league that you're in, right? So just because his attributes may not be perfect for the segundo volante, it's relative to the league and relative to the team you're playing against. So if the team that we are playing against isn't as good as ours, or is it level par with ours, then yeah, he might be okay. But here again, we have to look at the correct attributes for Iglesias, whether or not he has the attributes to play that position, which include work rate, tackling, passing, decision, off the ball, bravery, determination. So he needs all those attributes. Having positioning, concentration will help, but I think he has some of those attributes, and he's only 18, 19. He's got a lot of potential, so we'll have to give him a chance to play in that role if that's how we see him developing in the long run. It's a big risk, and I don't think many people like to do that, but I am willing to take these kind of chances in matches like this match against Montreal Impact. The Impact finished 9th in the Eastern Conference last season. Columbus Crew, compared to Columbus Crew, they lost Impact lost 17 matches last season and only managed to win 11 games last season compared to Columbus Crew, which lost about 12 games last season. And only won, they won 16. We're off to a good start this season. We haven't lost any matches yet. Our biggest threat this season are going to be clubs like Toronto FC, New York FC, Chicago Fire, Atlanta United. But we have to win matches like this against Montreal Impact. These are the must-win matches for us. And so far, we're looking kind of good. This is my 4-2-3-1. I'll explain the rationale behind my use of the Segundo Volante with the DLP. In this particular scenario, I have my DLP on defend. So I have a 3-man backline. The Volante moves forward and acts like a central midfielder. So when we push up, we have like enough players in midfield. On the right flank, we're using a white trequartista because the white trequartista drops into midfield during transitions to support the midfield by becoming an outlet for the pass. Now, we don't really need somebody hard tackling and being brutal with the tackle on the right flank. We already have a defend duty DLP there. Sometimes I play with a support duty. And we have basically 4 players when 2 DMs. Or how many more duties do I need supporting the area? I don't want to reduce the attacking efficacy of this system. Naturally, against better sides, that's a different story. Then I'll have to seriously consider whether or not I want to roll down the complete wingback to a wingback. As you can see, even with Montreal Impact, they're able to come down my right flank. Higuain to Kamara. Kamara, I'm a bit disappointed with his performances, but now we're using him as a trequartista. I'm so ambitious. There we go. Iglesias playing the Segundo Volante. Not doing okay, I guess. All we need to make sure is that he can pass the ball. That's it. He manages to pass the ball. He's got Higuain, who's not very far away from him. There we see because of the fact that the Segundo Volante, oh my lord, we have conceded a goal to Anthony Jackson Hamill. The back pass from Williams was shocking. What has he done? This is bad football from him. We were playing so comfortably here, and then Williams makes a terrible mistake. And Zach Steffen, my word, I forgot. Yes, I wanted to give Steffen a chance to play, and he's conceded again. There we go. Stuver is going to be back between the sticks for the next match. This is all out. We were dominating for the better part of the whole match. They get one. We slip out one time at the back, and they concede a goal. This is very annoying. Waylon Francis, but I think we can come back. That was just a mistake by the defender and a lack of communication from the keeper. I'm blaming the keeper for that, not Francis. Santos inside the box shoots, but yes, I'm going to blame Zach Steffen. I'm not blaming Josh Williams. Don't worry, Joshy boy. You're okay. Like an idiot, I feel. Higuain to Meram. Meram because got a boot on him. Trap. Now, it doesn't have a long shot, Mensah. And it's another save from Bush. Meram with the corner to be taken. He plays it out wide to Kamara. Kamara can shoot from range. Tries to line up a shot. This is like me trying to play field hockey. He should ideally have 2 players there setting the routine up like this, 9 and 33. But then we can't play it to them. Well, this is it. It's about time for me to give my team the shelling of their lives. Team talk. Let's go. Aggressive. They seem fairly well prepared for the task ahead. I'm not too sure about it. Bernardello to Boldo. Chiman. Plays it out to Machado. Machado to Plati to Bernier. Bernier plays it to Bernardo. Plays it out to Jackson. Jackson, oh man, Lovitz. Time and space on the ball are full with the pass. They still play the same way. They have some attack on this flank, which is their right flank. We are going down their right flank as well. So come on, boys. Higuain to Kamara out to Iglesias. Can he sing us a song with a goal? He does not. Higuain, free kick. Oh yes! It's an equalizer from Federico Higuain. The mistake by Josh Williams has been cancelled out by a well-deserved goal, actually. Now it's time for us to up the ante. Okay, boys. This is where we start pushing more players into attack. We're not going to... Here we go. Banadello. To Boldo. To Chiman. Chiman looks up. Finds Francis. Francis plays it out to Williams. Williams. Oh no, not again. Williams just loves his back passes. Stefan to Santos to Trap. Trap, come on. You can see the pass in front of you. Santos to Higuain. Come on, guys. Plays it back to Mensah. We have the complete wingback ready to launch down the right. Meram, we pull everybody to the left. Iglesias does well. Francis Trap. We have players on the right. Come on, use them. And I don't believe it. Oh, man. The overload worked, but the execution was far from nice. Huh? Yes, we've taken the lead. Yes, that's true. Higuain. I was like, we took... Yes, that was Federico Higuain with the lead to 1. I'm totally... I've lost the plot into this. I mean, I'm still not feeling 100%. A bit under the weather still, but this is... I swore I thought the scoreline was 1-1. I thought we had conceded. And I thought we had never scored that first goal. So I'm trying to recall when we scored the first goal. Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? Then they equalized. Okay, I'm a bit lost today. Sorry. 65 minutes. Banadello with the free kick. Look at how nicely that line is formed. Chiman to Bernier. Shoots. Oh, deflection. Stefan has already conceded 1 goal against Montreal Impact. That's not good. We'll have to... Oh no. Santos is injured. Okay, we'll have to take him off and bring on Jonathan Lopez. Yes, they've changed their tactic into a 4-3-3. We're still not... Well, we're going to have to make our changes too. You are going to become a wingback on support. And we shall leave you guys the way you are up top. Machado plays it to Jackson. This is not fair. Don't score from this. I'll be so pissed. Here we go with about 10 minutes left in the game now. Oyongo to Balu. Balu with all the time in the world. Machado nods it wide. Well, Columbus Crew started okay, but looking very, shockingly average towards the end. We got Higuain at 66%. I usually end up having to sub him because he seems to not last the whole game. Safely into the hands of Zach Steffen. We're going to try and make one more change. Mane for Justin. We're going to take Mane on for Justin Meram. Protect some of my assets. Higuain with the free kick gets cleared only as far as Mane. Mane loses the ball. I don't believe it. I bring on the boy as a substitute, and what does he do? Gives the ball away. The keeper is forced into a save. We've got less than 6 minutes left on the clock. Bernier with the corner. Lands at Balu to Piet. Piet is under the pressure. Francis releases Higuain. Higuain looks up for Kamara. Kamara is now free. Kamara is off. Kamara has got the whole world chasing him. He cuts inside and he gives it to the keeper. After all that work, he gives it to the keeper. Why just give it to the keeper 10 seconds ago? Oyongo. What the hell's wrong with this? Dots. I can't believe I get pissed off at dots. Balu to Oyongo. And Williams does well. Kamara, come on, Kamara. You can do this. Son, you're good enough. Yes. You're not. Push. Plants it. Push. Oh my goodness. Okay, trap out to Iglesias. Come on, Iglesias. Write a song for us. Okay, to trap. One drop. To Higuain. Higuain smashing that. Mane comes back. Mane, don't give the ball away like you did just now. What a pass from Mane to Lopez. But Lopez just doesn't have the ability to control that. Lopez making one of his rare appearances off the bench as cover. Balu to Piet. Piet shoots as Stefan makes the save. Okay, we've got a few minutes left in this game. Do I have to make any more changes? Not really. I think we did okay. It's not a fantastic performance, but we managed to hold firm. Okay, Higuain to Iglesias. Very functional results for us. Mane to Kamara. Kamara looks up. Oh, it's gonna be tricky. There's still plenty of time to score. Salazar shoots. Salazar misses. Somehow or another, our last couple of minutes. Yes, the changes we made were not very positive. We've taken what's his name? Miram off. Miram is a big player for us, and so is Santos. So when you take two big numbers like that out of your team, then suddenly the attributes shift, right? So the players on the pitch now, the opposition players are actually, some of them are better than the players I have on. Lopez, come on. His control let him down. Okay, well, that should be enough. We've done enough for this day. We've managed to travel to Canada, away from home. Drop. Yes. Well, am I totally insane for trying out 4 attack duties in this tactic? Some people might think so, but this is the FM18 beta. It's time for you to try all kinds of shit out. And I do these kind of things to find out other things. So here we have the result against Montreal Impact. So how did we do? I'll always go into these kind of matches after a fact just to see how my players did. Now, here I'm looking at a complete wing back and the relationship he had with my trequartista. You can find this out from pass combinations because now they have a drop down where you can go into individual pass combinations. So this is how my trequartista and my complete wing back worked on the right flank. And you notice there are passes from my trequartista from deep looking for my complete wing back. Here we have 2 of them. And then we have 1 from my complete wing back looking for my trequartista. This tells me that the relationship can work. And we were able to exploit the relationship, especially against a team that was also had an attacking duty on that same flank. So we took advantage of that and exploited it. And it was definitely something that I will be doing a lot more of. But this is the FM18 beta, so I'm always doing this kind of things. I'm trying to see what the roles are like, because if I need to, then I can change it later. I might swap this guy to an attack duty and change this guy to a support. But then I'll have to think about this guy then, because I definitely will need to punch a hole. I might keep him as a volante on attack, play him on attack, turn this guy into attack, and then make sure this guy's rock solid as a defensive-minded wing-back. There are so many things to consider here. It all depends on how you want to play. And so far we're having quite a lot of fun with the MLS save. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Columbus Crew project. And if you have any questions, to look me up. You can find me on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for their continued support of this channel. Yes, and news about the book. I'm still proofreading the version for FM18. Once it's ready, we will release the book to all my patrons on my channel. So you guys take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.